Hey everybody, welcome into Lettermen Row. It's BuckIQ, and for the first time, we've got the former Ohio State NFL defensive back, Tyvis Powell, breaking it down. Hey, good to have you in here, man.
You know, and I appreciate to be here. It's a blessing to be in here and talk about some football while I'm not in football.
Well, you'll be back out there soon enough. I think
Absolutely.
you can
keep
bet
the
on
mind
that.
sharp, though. You know, it's good to keep the mind sharp.
But until then, we'll talk about Jordan Fuller. This guy's got one of your old positions there,
Absolutely.
back in the safety. He's playing for one of your old coaches, in Jeff Hafley. What's clicking for this guy in his last year with the Buckeyes?
You know, you can tell that it's not a lot that's in his mind. He's just thinking about doing his job and going as hard as he can. I think he's doing a great job of that. He's showing excellent range of speed, and he's showing that he can be that eraser. And as we seen from last game, he's showing his return ability.
How much pressure comes with being that eraser?
You know, it is a lot because you do have to stop the big plays. And, you know, the defense is playing really well right now. But, you know, it's always that one fluke play that breaks. And it's up to you to get it down. And, you know, open field tackling is one of the hardest things for a defensive back. But he does a great job of erasing it and making sure that the guys get another chance to play.
Got an example of that with him getting a guy down on the last line of defense, erasing a possession with a couple picks.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe even a return that gets called back, and that got erased too.
Yeah,
It's the eraser theme in here today. Great to have Tyvis Powell. He's going to break down Jordan Fuller for us right now, so let's roll the tape. All right, Tyvis, you know what it's like to be back there, last line of defense where Jordan Fuller is. You know what it's like to play this system, and lately it's really clicking for him. What do you like about this, and what puts Jordan Fuller in position to make a play?
All right, so basically what we're going to start off with there in the cover three here. So right here, the cornerback has this man-to-man until he goes in motion. Michigan State does a great job of sending him in motion to try to get the eyes of the linebackers. So what will happen is the corner has to now bump coverage onto this tight end, and all the zone players will shift in, and he becomes the buzz player out here and takes that. So with that, roll it. With that being said, boom, as you can see, the tight end comes off. Jordan Fuller's in the middle of the field. His job is, since all of these two are his only two deep threats, he wants to basically midpoint them and stay in the middle of it.
Okay.
They get a great pass rush. They get a great tip, and once you get a tip and overthrows, you got to get those. Jordan Fuller comes up, grabs it, secures it, takes off, and every return is always a sideline return. They get that call right there that I'm really not a fan of, but he does a great job of showing his speed. His boys do a great job of helping him get in the end zone. Look at that. You got about 8 Buckeyes all on film. Anytime you get about 8 guys on film just trying to get somebody in the end zone, that's something special.
I think we know that this return actually should count, right?
You know what? It was definitely the dagger that I love to have seen. And I think that the refs just didn't want the game to get too out of hand, so they had to call something. But yeah, that call, I mean, he is a little behind, but I mean, come on now.
I think in real time it looked, you could see why they maybe made the call.
Yeah.
But every time you showed the replay, it's like, I'm touching you barely like this.
Yeah, I mean, it's on the side, but it is a little bit on the back. But in real time, man, you can't really see that, man.
But you still got to like the way, I mean, Jordan Fuller, he doesn't get all that many chances. I remember every time you got your hands on a pick, you wanted to take it back. Yeah, even if it's a Sugar Bowl.
You know what? He made the best. You know, the good thing about it is he put it on tape that he could show his return ability. So that's special. Teams will see that and know that, you know, at least he has what it takes to take it to the house.
All right, a big one for Jordan Fuller there.
Absolutely.
Put away Michigan State. It's 2 weeks in a row now where he's really coming on, and to borrow your slogan there, tips and overthrows.
He got to get those. You see that as he comes out the middle of the field, he lays out for this one. It shows that he got great range, you know. Comes out, he has great ball skills, not afraid to go out there and cover 3 again. He's midpoint number 2. Can you take it back a little bit? Midpoint number 2, so it would be this guy right here. So if the eyes would transition, he'll go from there. Since he comes over, his new number 2 will be that guy. He reads it, overthrown ball, lays out, make a phenomenal play, goes out and get it. Wish this was the NFL where he can get up and take off and show some return yards, but this is college, and once you're down, you're down. But as you can see, he got all that room to go, and he got a bunch of blockers in front of him, so I'm pretty sure on the next level he would take this and do something real special with it.
When you talk about tips and overthrows, sometimes you hear, well, that was an easy pick for somebody. You know, it came right to him.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. These overthrown balls, because you never know, you know. And plus, with this one, I mean, he lays out. And when you lay out, it's very tough. It shows so much concentration. He does a great job of getting the arms underneath the football so the ball doesn't bounce. He secures it to the body. So there's no doubt that that's a catch.
Especially anymore with all those replays.
Yeah, with those rule changes.
It's got to hold up.
Yeah, you got to make sure the ball don't bobble or nothing. But that right there is for sure a catch. And he did a great job of securing that.
2 picks the last couple of weeks for Jordan Fuller. And sometimes with the safety, we've got a couple more clips here. You're not always going to make the pick. or you're not always going to get a tackle for loss here in the last line of defense.
That's
But here,
true.
breaking it up, what's the key here?
The key to this one is, take it back to the top. All right, so they're in the cover 3 again. This would be his midpoint guy that he's looking for. If he runs a seam route, he has to cover this seam. So I would say, you know, he would lean more to his seam. He would probably midpoint. I say he'd be probably right around this tackle, about 10 to 15 yards off. You can see he goes straight, so he widens out a little bit. And as he widens out, quarterback eyes, you still got to read the quarterback. Quarterback shoulder. See, that's what a lot of young DBs don't know. They look at the eyes, but if you read the shoulder tells everything. See how the shoulder is tilted this way?
Yep.
There is no way, if his shoulder is this way, there's no way he can throw that way. So as a safety, you can always lean and push yourself towards that way. Ball off once you see the hand come off the ball, so when you take off and you do a phenomenal break. You see that? And he goes up and he almost gets that one too. His range is unbelievable. He's just a really athletic and gifted kid. And he does a great job of coming out the middle of the field and making plays on the ball.
Breaking it up there, Jordan Fuller. And then the guys leading the team in tackles right now, and sometimes they're the ones that, you know, they don't cause the momentum, but they keep something from breaking free. And
Absolutely.
that's an example right here where you just have to be the last line of defense.
Absolutely. In Seattle, we had this saying that we don't need you until we need you. This right here is called, on the next level, it's called being the eraser. You know, you have to erase all big plays, every big run, and every big pass play. It's all about getting them down and giving your boys another chance to play defense. And he does a great job of coming. Even on this play, he still, you know, his break was really good, and he got there. It was just a great pass. You know, he was a little too far away in his back pedal, but he does a great job of breaking on the ball and coming down, holding on and securing that tackle. Because if he gets that broken, it's something, it's 88, not the gate, is what I like to call it. So he does a great job of doing his job. You know, he comes out the middle of the field, makes a great play. His boys is there, but, you know, he didn't really get a lot of help on that one. But that pass rush was perfect. Forced the quarterback to throw it a little faster than he wanted to, I'm sure, and it allowed him to come up and make a great play.
And then Ohio State would get off the field here. That's the key. Don't let them in there.
There you go.
Keep them out of field goal range. Drive killer.
When I was there, third down was money down.
Yeah, there you
we
go.
Got to do whatever it takes. We got to get off this field.
Hey, that wound up being a big payday for Ohio State against Michigan State. Moved to 6-0. Jordan Fuller's been a big part of it. Tyvis Powell knows what it's like, what it takes. Great to have him in here at Lettermen Row for BuckIQ for the first time. So for Tyvis Powell, I'm Austin Ward. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe below to get the latest videos from Lettermen Row.
We got Letterman Live. We've got the practice report. We got rapid reaction. Hey, and you know we got BuckIQ with Zach Bourne.
For sure. We got recruiting breakdowns with Berm. We got whatever you need. Ohio State football and Ohio State athletics, we've got you covered here at Lettermen Row.